Hi, my name is Anna Page, and this is my presentation of research on the effects of structured therapeutic exposure to canines and equines on individuals with autism spectrum disorder. So basically, my research questions kind of revolve around if structured animal therapy positively impacts the emotional well-being of individuals with autism spectrum disorder, and the question, does structured animal therapy positively impact the concentration skills of individuals with autism spectrum disorders? And my ultimate objective is to evaluate the effect, if any, which these structured sessions have had on the emotional well-being and concentration skills of children with autism spectrum disorders, which is going to be recorded according to reports given by their parents. And this researcher proposes that the weekly structured animal exposure therapy sessions will have a positive impact on the emotional well-being and ability to focus of children with autism spectrum disorders. So my methodology, this is a cross-sectional study, just a snapshot in time for a single population. It is a non-probability convenience sample, so the parents of children that attend structured animal therapy at Level Up Nonprofit Agency, which is an agency that I work with and have access to the clients there and the population, so it's convenient for me, and it was non-probability because I'm using the entire population that's there. It's evaluation research, which is looking to determine the impact of the social intervention. So basically I'm kind of looking to evaluate the program and see if it's having the intended effect. It will be delivered in a questionnaire, simple yes and no questions on a Likert scale for the parents to fill out regarding improvements, if any, in the children's emotional well-being and concentration skills after their participation in the therapy. Ideally, the study would follow a pattern of a quasi-experimental time series design, and I'd like to have multiple pre- and post-tests because the numerous pre-tests would help establish a reliable baseline and rule out patterns and behavior outcomes that are affected by third factors. The multiple post-tests would help to establish a trend showing if this treatment in particular is effective or not. However, this program is already running, so pre-tests are really not an option. And because of the sensitive nature of this research and the fact that it's a single group case, there are high risks to the internal validity of the study, like boredom, maturation, mortality, and history. This is my relevant literature. Currently, there's a deficit of established treatments for autism spectrum disorder, and many of the successful alternative therapies are really, at this point, highly unexplored and really unexamined and unregulated. Although there's a distinct lack of comprehensive large-scale studies on the use of structured animal therapy and play therapy with children who are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorders, the past research that is available really has shown a number of benefits and positive outcomes. For example, the first study, the Autism Spectrum Disorder and Pet Therapy study, reported high rates of family satisfaction, improvement in children's moods, and enhanced concentration abilities after structured pet therapy, specifically for autism spectrum disorder children. And the second study was a zoological connection study that was done a while ago by Clifton Bryant. And he spoke about dyadic relationship between humans and animals, exploring it, and he called it, which I thought was really, really relevant, as a most singular interactive relationship that could undoubtedly prove enlightening and significant insights concerning personal identity, dyadic behavior, and the interface of social linkages. And why that's really, I think, relevant to this is that autism spectrum disorder, the word in and of itself, auto-autism, means self inside. And children with autism spectrum disorder, adults with autism spectrum disorder, often experience difficulty creating and maintaining social linkages, and structured animal therapy really may help them to bridge the gaps in their abilities that we struggle with day to day working with this population. Finally, the last ones. The Journal of Autism and Developmental Disorders did a study actually a while ago, close to the late 80s, in pet-facilitated therapy, and this study showed an observable improvement in the children's overall mood and social interaction, and also showed a decrease in self-stimulatory behavior, which interferes with concentration and ability to focus. But what's really important about that was that they noted that the therapist orchestration of the child-dog and child-therapist contact was critical, which is why my study is really focusing on structured animal therapy, structured animal exposure, pet-facilitated, rather than just having a pet in the home or something like that. The final is a Journal of Equine Science, which ran a really comprehensive study in 2009. And as the program progressed, the children showed enhanced verbal and nonverbal communication skills, became more expressive in their emotion and empathetic interactions with their parents, which is really relevant to my kind of addressing the emotional well-being of children in structured animal therapy. So why this is really important to me is I've worked with this population since I was 18, many years, and I really have seen a deficit in alternative therapies other than the ones that are offered by the schools. And by doing studies like this, we can open the doors up for other people, bring some light to this, and show how effective it can be. So it's something I'm really passionate about, and I hope that it all goes well. So thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great night.